Hi, everybody. It's Diane Neto living in Barrie. And a lot of our videos, some with me, some with Mark, have talked about tenants and tenant issues. And I want to show you as a landlord, if you're going to try to do it yourself, there is a couple things that you should have and require before you would lease something out to a tenant. Now, what's funny is if I can't get a property for someone, I'll tell them to go on Kijiji or Facebook, where the person might not ask as much as something that is listed on realtor.ca. So when something's listed on realtor.ca, an agent is handling it, and the agent is going to ask for certain things. So whether you're a tenant or a landlord, I'm going to describe and explain what people are going to ask for and what you should already have in advance, okay? Like, have all these things ready, because you're going to need this. And what I do is I'll get all the information from the tenant, and then I scan it to myself all in one package with all the stuff there, because everyone's going to ask for the same thing. And you might also get it all together before you even reach out to anybody. So I am going to show you one of the basic things, the rental application, that basically gives you nearly all the information you need. So I don't fill out the address and the date and the amount until we actually find a property we want. So you can do like just a standard application with all your information. Shows your name, date of birth. Don't put your SIN in. It says optional, but don't put it in. Driver's license number and occupation of applicant 1, applicant 2. Now, the other occupants are the people that are living in the house with you, whether they be children, your mother, whoever it is. After that, you get the last 2 places of residence. So this is applicant 1, the last 2, applicant 2, the last 2. Now, if you're a landlord, one thing to look for is how long have they lived in these places? If everybody's living for just 1 year or 6 months and they're renting, you have to be a little leery. Second of all, if they're living with their parents now and this is the first time they're going out in the world, sometimes you just have to base it on the credit score and stuff if they're not, current tenants anywhere. Then it shows the employment. Now, it shows the employer, length of employment, the current salary per month, and you're supposed to put your gross in here. And I've had people put their net by mistake. So again, applicant 1, applicant 2. So now it shows that they're working, where they're working, and how much money they make. Then the prior employment, again. Now you can put your name of the bank. You don't have to put your checking account number and savings account number. I wouldn't give them that information when I actually haven't been accepted yet. If you have a car payment or a big Visa payment, you put in the financial obligations every month. Then you can put the make and the model of your automobile. So if you actually get the property, they know which vehicles you own. Like say it was a little wee driveway and you own this giant truck, and they're like, well, it won't even fit in here, So, and it also shows how many vehicles you're going to need parking for. Here's the personal references. Now, as a landlord, on the landlord side, I never call them. And the reason why is because they're going to give their brother, their sister, or a friend that gives them a good personal reference. On the tenant side, I would suggest you actually put somebody that you used to work with, or a boss, somebody that you're not related to, because you need somebody that is going to be unbiased, right? And then there's the signatures of that. So that explains and gives a lot of information right off the top. The next thing that you should have, so you should have your credit score. Now, if you go on to you can do it from Equifax. You have to pay there. If you go on your online banking, I think it's under services or something, there's a TransUnion score you can get now, and at least it gives you a ballpark. You need over 600, at least. At least one of you has to have decent credit, and over 620, 30s is deemed decent. You're going to have to include that and give that to them. Employment letters. So if you work for a company, you might also get the employment letters ahead of time and have them ready, because you're going to need them. A lot of times when someone rents to you, they're going to ask for your last 2 pay stubs. So don't take a whole bunch of sick days while you're in the middle of this, because your last 2 pay stubs won't look great. References, like I said, try to use somebody you worked with before, was your boss before, not somebody you're related to, because if someone is going to call, you want a professional reference, if that makes any sense. Not just, yeah, she was my neighbor and I loved her. And another thing normally they want in the package that I don't give them until we actually rent it is your driver's licenses. But you're going to need that in your package as well. So if you're a landlord, this is what you should be doing and what you should be asking for. You can also ask to show their bank statement of where they're paying their rent on the first of the month. Ask for 3 months. Some of my landlords do that. But I always tell the tenant, you can cross off all your other transactions. Like I don't need to know if you went to the liquor store and spent $1,000. Like you don't, that kind of stuff you can cross out. Just show the rent payment being sent. So I hope this helps landlords and tenants on what you're going to need, what's going to be expected of you if you're going to rent a unit or a house. If you like my content, hit the like, the subscribe. I need some subscribers, people. And drop me a comment if there's something you'd like me to do a video about or have any questions. I'm loving a lot of your comments, by the way. Have a great day.